And so here's Buffalo. Pass to Doncic. On the wing, Davis. Over Williamson. No good off the glass. And they're on the break. Wiggins from long range. And Reeves pulls it down. And Reeves has got the ball here for Buffalo. Floats one up. Got a piece of it.
Boy, Olajuwon is a ferocious defender and rim protector. Really excels at slapping shots away.
Wiggins from long range. Sinks it from distance.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Out to James. Doncic outside. Back to Gobert. Pass to James. Doncic outside. Stolen by Wiggins. Over to the left wing. There's a screen. Here's Worthy. It's blocked by Gobert.
Love the way Gobert goes after shots. He blocks quite a few and alters many more.
And that's exactly how tightly you have to guard him every time he steps to the arc. He's just that good.
And Harper gets it to go.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
Here's Doncic. And it's Albuquerque with a rebound.
Boy, that is awesome defense, guys, against a capable finisher. Well done. I'm sure the coaches love that.
Hits the trifecta.
For Wiggins to take another step forward, he must improve as a shooter. So this is good to see.
Doncic feeling it out a bit. Looking to end the run. And it's good on the lay-in.
At last, their cold streak is over. They finally found something that worked.
Well, you knew it eventually was going to happen. I mean, my goodness, a tight start to this one, but maybe that'll ignite some more buckets to be made.
Pass to Davis. And finished off by Davis.
High above the rim. Not many guys have that kind of length and verticality. I mean, Davis, one of the very few.
In transition, here they come. James with the ball. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
Hey, every defender wants to deny LeBron, but if you fall for the pump fake, all you'll do is commit a foul.
At the line for 2, LeBron James.
Both free throws good from James.
Really always a plus to have a big guy stroke it from the line like that. The soft touch on full display.
Knocks it loose. Pass to Harper. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
Putting his wide frame to use, Zion setting a fantastic screen.
Buffalo making some changes. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Outside Curry. Jokic to screen. Wide open look. Down low. Porter. And then Porter with the dunk.
Well, when you've got Porter's length, this is what you can do. It makes it easy to get to the rim for the throwdown.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights, that bucket is automatic.
And that does it for the first quarter. Albuquerque out in front, up by 4. Stay with us now as we get set to bring you quarter number 2 after this. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Albuquerque?
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep. And they have been thus far.
And I think we've also got to talk about the tempo they played with right from the get-go. I mean, they've been deadly in transition, too.
Williamson misses. And while Nikola Jokic has lots of years left in this league, he's already an all-time great, Grant.
You know, B.A., not many guys have won multiple MVPs and a title, but Jokic has already accomplished so much. And with his size and skill set, Jokic can be elite for a long time and add to that impressive resume.
Here's Harper. Pass to Worthy. Lets it go from deep. Knocks down the long J.
Well, I think this team is so much better when Worthy is knocking down threes. It makes them really hard to stop.
Now Curry fires the three. Nope, another miss. 0 for 2 to start the game. Williamson left side. Here's Olajuwon. Pass to Williamson. 5 to shoot. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It'll go on Michael Porter.
Physically, there's just no way to match up with Zion, especially now that he can go to the right hand.
First one falls for him. Zion Williamson seems intent on silencing all the doubters moving forward, Graham.
Yeah, B.A., he's not taking any more questions about conditioning. His physicality and play really answer that question now. He has been looking better than ever.
That one's no good.
Yeah, the physical abilities of Zion are truly next level. His build, his strength, I mean, it makes him difficult to defend and totally unique.
Three-pointer. Rejected by Jokic. And that's out of bounds. Last touch by Jokic. Now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second. Here's Harper. 6 points for him. Blocked again!
Big block that time by Garnett, using every inch of that frame to get the block.
So Albuquerque going with an almost entirely new group here. Just 4 to shoot. The three, James. And he buries his first look.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
There's 1:54 left in the second period. To the inside. Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo slams it in.
What a confident dunk by Adebayo. He knows there's little the defense can do once he's elevated.
Outside Edwards. Over Carter. Edwards, no good. On offense, here's Albuquerque. They're rolling here. 9 unanswered. Carter can't get it to go.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Denied by Adebayo.
What a menacing swat by Bam, letting them know there are no easy shots when he's around.
Here's Garnett. Another shot. And he lays it up and in.
Not much resistance from the defense. Easy play that time for him.
And there's the basket, and the whistle blows. Chance at a three-point play here. Going to the line for one. Buffalo making some changes. And he'll be shooting his first free throw. The free throw off from Gallinari. From deep, Reeves. And it's Albuquerque with a rebound. Here's Carter. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
I think you got to be up on Carter all the time, before the catch.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. And here's Reeves outside. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic. Reeves has gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Adebayo. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
The moment Bam gets the ball close in, he's really hard to stop.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Buffalo with the ball. It's a 14-point game. It's James on the wing. Launches a three.
And, you know, getting up into the shooter is Wiggins. I mean, has all the natural tools and skills, I think, to be one of the best defenders in the league.
Leaving absolutely nothing on the table right now. Their focus and execution has been outstanding.
Yep, they're starting to stretch this lead out. Too much offense to keep pace with.
And so it's Albuquerque leading by 17 at the end of the period. They just can't miss right now. Every shot they're taking, you assume, is going in. More 2K action in just a moment. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. James, that's good. And here's Doncic. He'll bring it up for Buffalo, trailing by 19. Pass to Reeves. No good on the triple. And here's the fast break. Now Carter. 5 points in the game. And Luka Doncic is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second personal foul. First team foul.
Here's James. 19-point lead, which is the largest margin of the game. Pass to Wiggins. 6 on the shot clock. The shot by James, no good. Well, last season we saw Luka Doncic score 73 points, tied for 4th most in NBA history, Clark.
B.A., he is so special, and the thing about the 73 he got, it was the most efficient 70-point game in league history. And with how offense-heavy the league is going, I wouldn't put it past him to go north of Kobe Bryant's mark of 81 at some point. He's got that kind of ability.
Outside Reeves. Fires from deep. Fires in the triple. Reeves has got 6.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
Wiggins from long range. Rebound Buffalo. And if they're going to make a move, this is a good time to start.
And there's still plenty of time, but they definitely don't want to let this game get too far out of hand.
Outside Davis. Here's Gobert. Gobert not bothered by the D.
It's too easy for him when he's that close. The defense has to put a body on Gobert inside.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Yeah, really left him no choice there. He had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
Albuquerque shooting their 5th and 6th free throw attempts tonight. Both free throws good from James.
Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
There's the double team with Carter. Back to Reeves. Pass to Doncic. From the arc. Adebayo grabs the board.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
That's his first.
At 6'9", Bam Adebayo is on the shorter side of centers. Yet he is elite defensively, Grant.
He's been top 5 in Defensive Player of the Year voting a bunch of times. Bam has an incredible motor, a great IQ, and he's a switchable big. That's huge in today's game.
And here's Curry for 3. Drills it from deep. Curry's got his first 3 points of the game.
That's Curry's game. I mean, you can't give him a sliver of daylight out there.
For 3, nails it from beyond the arc.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Curry gets the bucket.
This is how competitive Curry is. He's got a great competitive spirit. You drain a 3 on him, guess what? He's looking to come right back at you.
Harper. And again, it's Albuquerque from deep.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
That's his first personal foul.
Curry surveys. Let's go with a three. They get the rebound. The kick out to Edwards. The shot is good on the assist by Jokic.
And, you know, for Edwards, it's about hitting the three consistently. This will help take his game to the next level.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
And here's Curry for three. And again, it's Albuquerque from deep.
And Dale Curry is a sniper of snipers. Lethal, fearless, shooting from the perimeter. Got to get out on him.
Now here's Curry. He's got 6. Oh, great D that time from Adebayo. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Albuquerque out in front. They lead by 18. And we'll be back right after this. Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And Curry's got the ball here for Buffalo. It's an 18-point game. Pass to Edwards. The kick out, Curry. From outside the arc. It's not going to go for him.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
On offense, here's Albuquerque. And that one's good. Williamson.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Garnett. Inside.
That was clearly a forced pass. There was no room for him to make it.
It's hauled in by Nikola Jokic.
Looking for the spectacular and coming up empty.
And, you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Albuquerque leading by 20. To the right side. The three is up. Anthony Edwards with a rebound.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Curry finds some space. And he drains the quick shot.
Working that in-between area. Steph likes to keep the defense on its heels.
Here's Harper. Yep, that one goes.
You're not going to get stops against him unless you give an effort.
Priority and goal number one has to be tightening up the defense. They can't afford to give him open looks.
And a deep three from Curry. Here's Harper. From behind the arc. It's hauled in by Garnett. Here's Buffalo with the ball. Pass to Edwards. There's the three. Unable to get that one. Here's Williamson. Count that one.
Excellent work inside from Williamson. This is why he's so aggressive down there.
Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
B.A., when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice.
And, guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and one foot.
Oh, nothing soft about that.
Was not going to be denied. Just took the dunk that was right in front of him.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
Adebayo, that's good.
Just another thing that Bam brings to your team, the ability to knock down jumpers.
A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. And here's Edwards outside. And it's Albuquerque with a rebound. And it's Williamson penetrating. And there's the rejection. It's Edwards on the wing. Outside Curry. Here's the three. Williams grabs the board. Albuquerque leading by 22 to the middle. It's stolen. Outside Edwards. Shoots over Curry. Buffalo again can't hit. On offense, here's Albuquerque. So far in the fourth, they've allowed just 6 points. 40 seconds left in the final quarter.
Blocking foul called on Ron. That's his second personal foul. Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
There's 38 seconds left in the fourth. The shot by Reeves, no good. And here's Albuquerque now. It's a 22-point lead, the most they've led by. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. 5 on the clock. And Harper gets it to go.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Out to James. Got a hand on it. And that goes out of bounds. They'll keep possession.
Home team.
Here's Doncic. Yep, it's good. So Albuquerque wins it. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, B.A. It was in enemy territory.
The NBA on 2K Sports welcomes you to Wednesday afternoon basketball. I'm Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson alongside. David Aldridge is with us from the 4 tonight. It'll be Buffalo off the tip. Doncic outside. Outside, Davis. Fires away from way outside. Greg, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side. But when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media. But people in the know how good of a defender he is. Over 7 feet, big, quick, great hands. Shaq is a one-of-one type of player.
Now, here's Doncic. And it's blocked by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And great read there by SGA. Knew the shot was coming and just trusted his instincts. And what a finish by Anderson, rising to get the lob pass and finish that one with some authority. attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul.
Here's Doncic. And he drives in. And Doncic throws it down.
And I love how Doncic reads the floor, varies his pace, and uses every trick of the bag to get where he wants to go. And Anderson can fly. His athleticism is really special for a man that size.
Out to Doncic. Off target from three-point range. And another fast break for Baltimore. Offensive rebound. Second shot opportunity. And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. And a miss there on the triple. Down low. Here's James. Off with the layup. And it's Baltimore on the break. Stolen by Reeves. On the wing, Doncic. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Doncic has got 5.
And normally near the top, handling the ball. Luka sneaking out to the corner there, getting free for 3.
Now, here's McGrady. Bobbed up there for O'Neal. And Shaq with the slam.
Guys, I feel bad for the rim on that one. Shaq is one powerful dude.
Pass to Davis. Greg, as you were saying, beyond the blocks, what makes Anthony Davis special on defense is the way he navigates the floor.
Kevin, most bigs can get picked on in pick-and-roll action. Davis, though, too quick and smart to take advantage of. He can slip screens, hedge, switch, and recover like he's a 3-and-D wing.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
The second chance effort. And there's the play by Anderson inside. He's got 6.
A tough rebound, and he went back in for the basket. Anderson showing that extra effort.
Has to Gobert. No one near Reeves as he lets it go. The three-pointer no good. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's on Luka Doncic, and he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
Nearly automatic. Gilgeous-Alexander, no slouch from the line.
Snatched up. Porter. O'Neal with the defensive effort. Baltimore leading by 8. Knocks it loose. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Hits it from three-point range. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
They came out and bum rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight.
4-on-3 break. O'Neal at the elbow. Over Jokic. Shaq can't hit.
Even though he had space, there is never an easy fadeaway.
Stolen by Anderson. Here's O'Neal. And so it's Baltimore holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. And we've got more in. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And what do you guys think here about Baltimore in this one?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Making it as difficult as possible for the offense to find clean looks. Great stuff.
Here's McGrady. Offline with his 3. Buffalo trails by 11. Edwards at full speed. Got a hand on it. And it's Baltimore on the break. A nice shot by Anderson. 8 points for him. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Baltimore.
When you pile up the blocks earlier in games, it really can affect the other team. They lose confidence offensively.
And not only that, their elite conditioning evident from the pace they're playing offensively. Boy, they are getting out and running.
Poke loose. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Pass to Jokic. The power of Jokic. Wow.
Oh, that's just too easy for Jokic. This is why defensively you've got to get him away from the basket.
The greatest shooter ever, Steph Curry. You played with him. What was it like seeing him day in and day out?
I had the pleasure of playing with Steph the first year he broke the NBA record for threes in a season. And when I tell you, he was just scratching the surface. He was always looking to push the boundaries, to see what he can do, and to work at every aspect of his shooting.
Time called here. Buffalo decides to talk it over.
Let's see it. Over everyone. Let's hear it for you. Substitution on the board.
And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Clock at 6. Here's Jokic. Gobert with the block.
And when Gobert is playing with this kind of aggression on that end, there aren't many better at defending it.
Here's Thompson. And boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is. And so they will award the basket there.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Boy, that's unfair. Curry hitting those pull-ups.
Johnson right side. Up top, Gobert. Jokic with the steal. Fast break. Here comes Buffalo. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
And how about the strength from the big fella? Porter is used to having to power through contact.
For Buffalo, they've been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. And out of bounds as Buffalo gains possession. And here is Curry. He has 6. And finished off by Edwards.
Beautiful job closing the gap here. Let's see if they can sustain this run.
The thing they have to watch for is mental fatigue. They have to stay focused and finish the job.
Here's Edwards. LeBron with the block.
And Bron with the block. Look, the shooters are working hard, but he is all over them.
Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. And it's out of bounds. And they say last touch by Garnett. Baltimore leading by 4.
Oh, nice finish.
And what an explosive finisher LeBron is, rocking the rim whenever he goes up like that.
Here's Garnett. And out of bounds as Baltimore gains possession.
Substitution on the board.
51 seconds left in the first half. Out to Thompson. Fires for 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Thompson's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Defensively, you have to live with Thompson making those, because if you get up too close at the arc, Almond will blow right by you.
Had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
And slam dunk by Gobert.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. They get it back. Pass to Doncic. 6 on the shot clock. Sinks the triple.
That's a guy you want taking shots. A quality offensive player.
And here is James. Johnson outside. Shoots over Doncic. And so it's Baltimore in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. A terrific tempo and a great pace. The fast break has been a central part of their offense. And we'll be right back after this. And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Baltimore with the ball. Johnson goes in. Thompson outside. Back to Anderson. Shoots a fader. Anthony Davis grabs the miss. Buffalo trails by 8. On the wing, Davis. On the wing, Doncic. The shot, no good. Gobert with the defensive effort. Stolen by Reeves. And the shot goes in from Rudy Gobert.
Off and running right out the bat here to start the second half. Poor decision there to heave the ball so far down the court. I mean, there's plenty of better places to go with it. You know, when Rudy Gobert is down low, it strikes fear into the opponent. This is a guy who has led the league in blocks and rebounds at different times. Inside the paint, he is just a nightmare to battle against. And so deft with the floater. LeBron's got so many tricks up his sleeve.
Mr. Gobert. Gobert with the block. Davis with it. Anthony Davis, too much size.
I'm going to be honest. Like, Anthony Davis could do this all night. Inside the paint, his frame just gives him too much of an advantage.
Thompson looking for an opening. Back to Johnson. Baseline jumper. And it's Buffalo with the rebound. LeBron James on the wing. Still yet to score. Gobert with the defensive effort. Baltimore leading by 6. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Scooped up. Out to Thompson. Baltimore moving that ball around. Back to Johnson. Shot clock at 6. In the corner, it's James. Off target with his 3.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
Here's Reeves. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. I know Reeves has been accused of hunting fouls before, Richard. Do you see that?
Oh, I don't know if it's all on Reeves. It's just the way the game is played. Great players learn how to put you in position to foul them. The goal of the game is to score, and if that's hunting fouls, then hunt away.
Johnson outside. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And it's going to be out of bounds. Baltimore will retain possession.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
And so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last.
Let's just say that was an ill-advised pass there. Very close to a turnover.
And stolen by James. Shoots it up. Pass to Gobert. And out of bounds as Baltimore gains possession.
Those are the turnovers that have coaches pulling their hair out. Why do you think I'm bald?
That'll be a 5-second call. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play.
Flying high. Anthony Edwards, ladies and gents, cleared for takeoff.
Gobert the screen. Here's Thompson driving to the basket. Fast break. Here comes Buffalo. Here's Porter. Edwards looking it over. 6 to shoot. For the tie. The rebound by Anderson. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And finished off by Gobert.
And Gobert is so well set up there. All he's got to do is elevate above the D and take that one home.
Jokic uses the glass to finish the layup.
Those are some hustle points. Really bonus points when you put in a miss.
And finished off by Gobert.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Pass to Garnett. Misses the layup. And a wide open look for James. The third quarter comes to a close. Baltimore leads by 4. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter.
37.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. And so Curry will bring it up for Buffalo. Trailing by 4. On the wing, Porter. No good on the 3.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Pass to Porter. And the shot is good.
And he's just adept at scoring in so many ways. It's clear Porter very comfortable operating inside.
Anderson can't get it to go. Buffalo trails by 4. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. The 15-footer off the left rim and out. Baltimore on offense. Johnson outside. Gobert the screen. Thompson outside. Great tee that time from Curry. And Buffalo has possession. 4-point game. Edwards with it. And it's Johnson picking him up. And out of bounds as Baltimore gains possession. For Baltimore.
Substitution on the court.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time.
Home team ball.
A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. High post try. And he overshot that one, missing. Buffalo trails by 4. And it's Garnett at the elbow. And it's slammed in by Garnett.
And how about the power there from KG? He can fly with the best of them.
And Stephen Curry with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
1:57 left in the game. Baltimore moving that ball around. Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. 5 to shoot. Over Doncic. A putback. And it's Adams on the follow. And Baltimore.
Ability to deliver is what makes him a special player.
Gilgeous-Alexander, and he's open. And it's Buffalo with the rebound.
If he gets that look again, he should take it. You can't let one miss scare you off of a very good shot.
Here's Gobert, and it's sent back by O'Neal.
And the aggressiveness on display here from O'Neal. Terrific at turning shots away with that size and length. You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Reeves outside. And here comes McGrady leading the fast break. And there's the big-time jam as he slams it right over Davis.
Doing it with style. McGrady punishing the D for giving him that kind of airspace.
And here's Doncic from the arc. Unhindered, going all the way. There's the lob to Adams. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
No let up with these guys. They're going for the throat now.
Oh, and here comes Gilgeous-Alexander all alone. Here's Shaq. And Shaq with the slam.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
So the first of 3 is good, and that brings them within single digits. He makes the second free throw, and that brings them within 8. And so he's good on all 3 free throws, and that narrows the gap to 7. And so it's Baltimore with the win. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here.